Loco, loco, make me go crazy. We would make a beautiful baby. Knock on wood, is you tryna date me? Is it yes, is it no? Loco, loco, make me go crazy. We would make a beautiful baby. Knock on wood, is you tryna date me? Is it yes, is it no?
Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Beyonce, and you already know what the drill is. We're back at it with another makeup tutorial. So today's look is going to be very natural with a little bit of glam. You know, you still gotta make it glam. You feel me? It can't be the Glam Squad without the glam, okay? So right now I am putting the base on her eye. I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in Tan Sand right now. I like the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer only because it is very full coverage and it gets rid of any blemishes. I'm talking about any blemishes, y'all. Any discoloration, anything, it hides it. It's probably, now I truly do understand why it's everybody's favorite. I used to use this concealer when it first came out, and then I didn't really like it because it was too full coverage, but I didn't really know how to actually work it. So now that I actually know how to work it, it's really easy for me to work with now. Now I'm going in with the first shade. I'm using Juvia's Chocolate palette. You're gonna see me throughout this whole video try to show you the products that I'm using, and honestly, I'm still getting used to this, guys. I forgot to show you guys the palette, but I went in with the lightest brown shade, and right now you can also see that I'm just blending it in as well. So now I'm going in with the second shade in the palette. It is a dark brown shade. I'm just blending it to the corners of her eyelids and just bringing it in to form that cut crease before we actually cut the crease. After we go in with the darkest shade, we're going to go back in with the first shade that we used, and we're going to blend in the darkest shade with the lighter brown shade. I do this to make sure that all my colors are blended. You can see me moving her hair out the way using my brush. If you saw my last video, you know I really hate those hairs that are just all over your face for no reason. Like, get out of my way. Oh my god, I love the inches, but girl, they be irritating my life. Okay, but after that, I'm gonna go in with my blending brush, and I'm gonna go ahead and blend the colors together, and I do that on both eyes as well. So now I'm going in with my makeup wipe, and I'm just basically making room for my base, so when I cut the crease, it won't have any transfer of any eyeshadow. It will just be really clean cut. So now we're going to go ahead and cut the crease. I'm going in with Tarte Shape Tape Tan Sand, the same one that we used to put on for her base. And I'm going to just put a little bit of concealer on the bottom of her lids, and I'm going to have her open her eyes. That's going to help me know where her eyelids, how much eyelid space I have to work with. This also helps me too, so like, God forbid, if she was to open her eyes while I am doing the makeup, it's not going to ruin it. Now I'm going in with the nude shade that's in the same chocolate palette, and I'm just basically just placing it over the concealer so it can set the concealer and it won't transfer. Now I'm going back in with the second shade, and I'm just blending the edges out just so it can be more blended and it won't have that harsh line look from the cut crease. We know exactly what I'm talking about, okay? So now I'm going to go with that second shade and create an eyeliner look with that color. So instead of actually using an eyeliner liquid or gel, I am using the eyeshadow. I'm going in with the NYX glitter liner in gold. These are not the new ones, these are their older ones. I really don't care for these anymore because when they dry, they lift up, and I honestly don't like that. I didn't like it when the Too Faced, when they came out with the glitter liners, and it did that as well. But they did actually come out with new glitter liners. I'm talking about NYX right now. And so I am going to buy those and see how those are going to work out for me. Onto the face now, hunty. Okay, I'm going in with my e.l.f. poreless primer, and I'm going to go ahead and apply that all over her face. I noticed that when we were doing this video that it got real hot. It was getting hot in my apartment, and so she started sweating. So I noticed that her face does get oily. So I was like, oh yeah, we need to prime it like now. I like this primer as well as the Benefit poreless primer. They both actually work very, very well. I would definitely say if you want a more affordable primer that hides your pores underneath your makeup, to go with the e.l.f. poreless primer. Now, if you want to go ahead and spend a little coin, honey, then yes, go ahead and get that Benefits poreless primer, because when I say it's blurred, go ahead and just go watch my last video because I used it on my face and you can literally see it, like my dark marks disappeared. Crazy. Okay, so I actually shade matched her prior, so I already know what foundation shade I'm going to go in with. But when I do my eyebrows, I like to go in with underneath is the concealer because you want to brighten underneath the eye, right? On top, I like to use the foundation that I'm going to use on their face to really carve out the brow, because that's I feel like that is more natural and also looks more natural too. So instead of just using concealer that is her shade, instead of just putting more makeup on top of makeup, I'm just going to go ahead and just use the foundation as my concealer, I guess you could say. So now I'm going to go ahead and apply her foundation all over her face. I literally just started using this method I literally just switched brushes not too long ago, and I'm literally obsessed with it. TikTok has shown me a lot of makeup hacks that I have not even really thought of, and at this point it just showed me that I need to open my mind and think above and beyond what I've been thinking, because why did I not think of using a stippling brush to apply foundation? Like, come on now, let's be real here. I used to always hate the fact that I had a heavy hand, and I used to always apply everything super, super heavy. And I found on TikTok that I've used a stippling brush that is actually applying less of the product, as well as it gives you more of a natural finish. So now I'm going to go ahead and highlight her face using the e.l.f. Hydro Camo Concealer. But first, I did notice that she has dark under eyes. So, like I told you before, that Tarte Shape Tape is full coverage, hunty. And so I just decided to go ahead and apply a little bit, apply that underneath her eye. And then I'm going to go ahead and utilize the e.l.f. Camo Concealer for her T-zone. My color corrector for underneath the dark eyes literally just came in the mail. So next one will definitely have that involved. So in the next makeup tutorial that I will be posting, you'll be seeing me using new products as far as for the skin application. I wanted to use them for this video, but unfortunately it didn't come in the mail in time. And it literally just came the other day after I finished recording this video. So in the next makeup tutorial, I will be using new products, and I will be asking, what did I do differently in this makeup tutorial that I did in the last makeup tutorial? And make sure you're paying attention right now, because you never know, you might win a little pricey prize. So now I'm blending out her highlight. I know it looks like I'm going really fast, but I'm actually being really soft, and I'm going very, very slow. I just sped up the tape so we're not sitting here too long, okay? But when you're actually blending out your highlight, I definitely do advise you to be very, very soft, because the beauty blender can pick up product and you don't want all of your product on the beauty blender. You want all the product to still stay on the client's face. And for that to happen, you would need to use a very, very light, and when I mean light taps. So now I'm going to go ahead and set the highlight that I had just blended out. I'm not baking her today because I really didn't want to. I really have no explanation to that. I really just didn't want to bake. Honestly, I did want to try how it would look if I just pressed the powder in instead of just baking the whole time. I did like it, but I do see why I do bake all the time now, because you want that powder to go ahead and set in the skin, and you don't want no shine to come through. You still want it to be as matte as possible. And if you can see in her T-zone how she is still kind of shiny, even though I did set it, I do understand why people do bake. So now I'm going to go ahead and set her contour now with my contour powder. Everything that I did not show as far as products, I'm going to go ahead and link it down below so you guys can know what products I am using. But as far as applying the contour powder, I like to use a little bit and build it up. I really don't go in with a lot of powder because we still want that natural look, and we still want that everything to look natural and come together. So now I'm going to go ahead and start the nose contour. All I'm using is a contour powder. I did learn from Vanessa. She is a makeup influencer here on YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and link her page down below because I love her so much, and I know you guys will too. But she showed me how to basically do a natural nose contour, and then I just add in the actual contour powder just to make it more, defined and more contoured. In the next video, though, I am going to be doing the contour just a little differently, so make sure you watch out for that. So here I noticed that it was getting a little hot in my house and her face started to produce oil. So I'm going ahead and apply the powder around on her top lip. And then I'm going to go ahead and really contour the nose. It's blush time. It's blush time. Shout out to Jackie Anna for giving me that. It's stuck in my head now. But it is blush time. So I'm going in with the Juvia's Place Volume 2 blush palette. And I went ahead and I signified the two colors that I did mix that I'm going in with. So now I'm going to go ahead and blend everything into her skin. And that's including contour powder, blush, everything. We're getting rid of the nose contour powder. We're blending out the nose contour. I mean everything. When I say everything, I mean everything. So next we're gonna go ahead and highlight. I wanted to do a like really popping highlight, like the highlights that you see that I'd be doing, but I decided to keep it natural this time and just use the Maybelline highlighter. I don't remember which one it is. Oh my god. But you know, I don't know if you guys been in the makeup game for so long, but you know the one that like went crazy because like the highlight was like so popping? Yeah, that one. Now, if you don't know me, then I'm gonna let you know something about me. I need my underbrow highlight, honey. I'm talking about underbrow highlight. I need it. I need it. Every look is gonna have it because I feel like a look is not completed if it does not have the underbrow highlight, as well as the inner corner highlight as well, especially if it's super glam. But unfortunately, I forgot it in this one. But next time, I won't forget it. I promise. So last thing I'm going to do is go ahead and put the gel liner on her waterline. I'm using gel liner from Maybelline. And I'm going to let you know something else about me. I need a waterline. I need a waterline eyeliner. There's no look that I feel like is completed if you do not have your eyeliner or eyeshadow at the bottom. Like I need something at the bottom, and if it's not eyeshadow, then it's eyeliner. Like you'll never see none of my looks just be bald at the bottom. So now I'm gonna go ahead and add mascara to her lashes, and then I'm gonna do her lip and apply her actual falsies off camera. I did notice that the lash is just a little bit too big after this video, so next time I'm definitely going to end up cutting it because her eyes are very small. All right, and this is the final look. Thank you guys for watching my video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to stay in your bag. Bye.